Did you see what I did there? A tiny little change to my setup is going to eliminate hitting chunky chip shots. You've probably never even heard of this, let alone try it. But I assure you, this is going to make a massive difference to your chipping game. What happens too frequently when we're around the greens, when we've got a chip or a pitch shot, we tend to try and do too much. We try and almost think that we need to have lots of feel and movement to really try and hit those crispy chip shots and mini pitch shots. But it's so much better to reduce the variables. And what I mean by that is not just with the setup, getting that as accurate and consistent as we can, but it's how we move in the movement, basically. Everyone starts to think about what's going on with the hands and this movement here, because that's our connection to the club. We're trying to make something happen to the club face and work it that way. But what that does, it doesn't mean that's incorrect. What happens is we sort of forget what other effect the rest of the body can do, whether it's your core, rib cage, your head movement, or whether it's your lower body. Most people don't even consider what their lower body is doing round the greens. Good contact with your chip shots is always reliant upon the low point control. That low point control is basically in my little arc of where this club is moving. Where do I want my lowest point to be as I swing the club down? We do not want it before the ball. We do not want it too far past the ball, especially with chip shots. It's actually not too dissimilar to full swings. We have the same goal to control that low point. And this drill I've used many times for myself and students. I realize we can apply this to pitch shots and chip shots especially, because it eliminates one of the biggest mistakes. What we're going to look at is what the leg is doing. If the leg is having too much movement this way, okay, what that's going to do is actually cause us to sort of get over the top and lower my body, so my low point is actually a little bit further behind the ball here. And this can happen because we're a bit tentative, we're trying to maybe just use the hands, we're trying to create some energy this way, we're trying to sort of move it through, but it doesn't have the intention or the result that you think it's going to do. When I take my downswing, if this leg collapses, I'm in a world of variables. Too many things happen. So we create more consistency by minimizing the variables, right? That's one of the main principles of the art of simple golf. So what we're going to do, this is going to feel weird at first, but I want you to actually lock out your trail leg. Doing your normal sort of chipping setup, but I'm locking out my trail leg. Now this is going to feel weird at first, I assure you. But what it's going to do is actually ensure a lot less movement where we don't need it, and it's going to help us control exactly where we can descend onto the back of that ball. So I'm going to take my normal setup, but I'm straightening out my leg. Everything is the same. I'm going to keep this triangle intact, but now I'm just going to move my club backwards and forwards, still trying to sort of get everything through. I'm not just stalling, I'm not keeping this static and keeping my head down. The only difference is locking out this trail leg. I'm not trying to do anything different, and we're just chipping through. And what you'll notice with that action is it's very simple in the way that nothing really happens. I'm almost presetting my impact just because of that trail leg. It moves my low point just past the ball here. All I need to do from here is just back and forth. You can use a sand wedge, you can use this with your gap wedge, you can use it with whatever. 9-iron is a great way to use it as well. If you're having problems with flipping, chunking, thinning, just all sorts of different types of bad shots that you don't want and those strikes, lock out your trail leg, hit mini chip shots, and you will find that low point control is much easier. Do you have a specific part of the game that is causing you frustration? Then you need to go to our website and check out the quick quiz that's going to give you the very best simple golf lesson for the specific problem in your game that you have today. It's free and it's over on the website. Check it out. Do I want you to lock out your leg on every chip shot? No, because it does limit our options. But for a baseline of understanding what we're trying to do and to get rid of those chunky chip shots, locking it out will help. But the best way I can suggest we try and do it is actually start out with it fully locked, okay? We're starting out fully locked, but as you get more comfortable and keep getting those consistent strikes that you want, we just ease off the locking. We're still kind of straight and firm. The main thing is we're not allowing it to collapse or any way, shape or form. So I reduce the straightening, but I still have the firmness in my leg. And as we progress through, it will start to feel a lot more sort of harmonious, where you can just chip very, very easily with very few modifications. So give that a try. You will be more consistent around the greens, I assure you. Now, if you want to make sure that you kind of hit more greens in the first place, this lesson is going to do you wonders. See you next time.